Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead right now and cover the Wuthering Waves info. That way everyone here knows exactly what is going on, okay? People have been complaining. There are some people that have been complaining that there have been performance issues in games. There have been some people complaining that their game has been crashing. There are some people that are complaining that they can't run the game on their computer, on their phone. Last night, the Wuthering Waves Twitter made a tweet. Dear Rovers, Wuthering Waves is officially launched worldwide. We are immensely grateful for the support of our players. We have identified some issues that have impacted your gaming experience and are now actively working on solutions. We're committed to constant self-reflection and improvement, one of the few studios that really actually are, with your satisfaction as our top priority. We're incredibly grateful for your understanding and patience during our recent technical issues. As a token of our appreciation, we'll issue a compensation on May 24th, that was today, 10 free Lustrous Tide, which I've already received and used. So we got a free 10 pull just for a few a few FPS issues, latency issues on day one of launch. Let's be honest here, day one launches are always terrible for games, for gacha games, for MMOs. Like, very rarely do we have a smooth day one release of a video game. So this was expected. I expected this. Plenty of people expected there to be issues when the game rolled out. Kuro, they decided let's give them a 10 pull as an apology. That was great. After this, the Wuthering Waves team made a follow-up tweet. Today, actually, 1 hour ago. Dear Rovers, after yesterday's post, we have some new updates to share with you regarding our future plans for game improvements. We plan to make every type of story content skippable in future updates, which is another issue that people had. People were saying, I should be allowed to skip everything if I want to. I wouldn't do that personally for Wuthering Waves because I've been semi-enjoying not all of the story, but a decent amount of the story. But they're going to allow you to skip all story content in the future, giving you more control over your gameplay. Most of the story content will become skippable in an upcoming update, so in the very near future. The companion story of Yinlin, Mama Yinlin, will be available in-game soon. We will further enhance the in-game combat experience for more satisfying gameplay. We'll be giving out another 10 Radiant Tides and a free custom 5-star standard Resonator voucher as a token of gratitude for your support. So not only did we get 10 Lustrous Tides today, we're getting 10 Radiant Tides and a free 5-star Resonator voucher. Another one. Like, here's the actual post, which we're gonna go over. Regarding gameplay issues and our future improvement plans. We've been paying close attention to feedback from players all over the globe regarding any gameplay issues that may have arisen. We're committed to continuously fixing these issues through hotfixes, which they have actually pushed out numerous over the last 48 hours. To express our sincere apology, we'll be issuing another compensation, 10 Radiant Tides on the 25th, that is tomorrow. Rovers who have reached Union Level 2, that's it. So basically, for people that have logged into the game. In addition to the list of known issues and our corresponding improvement plans that we've shared yesterday, we'd also like to share our future plans for addressing a few other key concerns. To optimize the skip function. We've received your feedback regarding the skip function, including not enough skippable scenes. The UI design of the skip button is not readable enough. What? The giant, like, skip play button at the top left of the screen isn't not readable? Okay, I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory if you've ever played a gacha game, but sure. The main quest storyline feels lengthy. That is true. It genuinely does. That feels a little bit convoluted at times. It could have very easily condensed this down, probably by like 70% if they tried to. We plan to optimize your experience by introducing support for skipping all types of scenes and storylines and reviewing functions for storyline scripts and cutscenes. Okay, so they're redesigning everything, increasing the skippable scenes, including the prologue and chapter 1, cool. Support the skipping of character dialogues outside of cutscenes and cinematics, okay. So actually including skipping the prologue and the first chapter. That'll make re-rolling literally like 90% faster. Holy crap. No, that is big. That is big for new players. That means you're gonna be able to re-roll so much easier. Okay. No, that is a very big update. That is a very big change. The companion story for Yinlin will be available in game soon. Due to technical constraints, we're unable to support the skipping of cutscenes. I mean, honestly, the cutscenes are beautiful. in Wuthering Waves. Why the hell would you want to skip them? They're some of the best designed cutscenes in gacha. Optimizing the combat experience. With regards to the issues that frequently come up in the feedback of all rovers, including the lack of signification of combat actions. Is that even a word? Signification? Okay. Lack of visual feedback of action impact, poor controller combat experience, and visual blockage during the combat by environmental objects. Scheduled dedicated optimization of different combat scenes with the goal of improving the positive feedback for players in the combat experience. Additionally, we're also working on improving the functional support of controllers and expediting the support of customized buttons of controllers. This is mainly focused on the visual aspect of combat, which some people have been having an issue with, and controller support, which I think is a great direction. A lot of people have complained about the controller support in the game. So just purely based off of what we're seeing here, like, Kuro really do genuinely listen to the feedback that they receive. It's crazy. Like, what are some of the most criticized aspects of the game? We want to be able to skip the story. They're like, okay, here you go. We're going to allow you to skip everything. Controller support isn't very good. Okay, we're working on fixing up controller support. The FPS issues, the latency issues. Well, you know what? We've rolled out a lot of issues that have impacted your gaming experience. Like, they're doing every single thing they can to fix every issue players are having. It's crazy. And then here's the most important thing. An additional custom 5-star standard banner resonator give back convene event. After the launch, we have received much feedback across all platforms and channels regarding the beginner's choice convene. We're deeply sorry for the unsatisfactory experience the event has brought you. Honestly, my experience has been great. I haven't had a single issue in game. Therefore, we plan to issue a special item, the Voucher of Reciprocal Tides, which grants a free chance to obtain a 1 5-star standard resonator of your choice via in-game mail on the 26th. That's just 2 days from today. So tomorrow, you get 10 Radiant Tide. The next day, you get a Voucher of Reciprocal Tides, which grants the free 5-star standard resonator. So not Gion. The event is available until 2025. It's available for an entire freaking year. Okay. Further optimizations are scheduled along with more fresh content. We've already scheduled further optimizations of the game and the development of new functions and gameplay elements down the pipeline. That's great to see in here. These include the optimizations of the art assets of certain NPCs, a new layered map display function. Okay, it sounds really good. More echo transformations. Fantastic. Like, dude, that is crazy. They're working on fixing every single issue that people have with the game. And they've 10 pull, free 5-star character. Like, they're rewarding us with so much stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Kuro are incredibly generous. They really genuinely do care about their game, what their community thinks about their game. They're doing everything they can to make sure it is as successful as it can possibly be. I cannot fault them, and I cannot express how appreciative I am that they're doing everything that they are currently doing to make the experience for their players better. It's crazy. Genshin would never. Genshin could never. Genshin would never. Genshin will never. Pretty much. It's crazy how supportive of the players Kuro is. I know. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how many times I've said it, but Kuro genuinely care about their players. And that is one of the things that will help Wuthering Waves, I think, really stand out from its competition.